If you're coming to your charts and you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you are simply gambling. You need to know exactly what you're looking for way before you even open your charts. We achieve this by doing our analysis a night before. That way we know exactly which asset we'll be looking at the following day and exactly what setup we're gonna be hunting for. This makes this industry very easy. So let me try to explain to you this. As you can see here, I actually sold GJ today and I took my profits here. It went straight down 60 points and this was the easiest one. For those who have been following this channel for a long time, you know that I'm always looking for the easiest opportunities because I don't want to be smart. I just want to execute my flawless process on the easiest opportunities. So let me share with you why I actually took this one. So if we are coming to GJ and we start on a weekly time frame, you can see we have a wedge, so we can't ignore the fact that we are in a pattern. But now we're gonna go to a smaller time frame, which is the daily time frame. So when we go to a daily time frame, it's just gonna make the pattern bigger, but it's gonna give us the same context. You can see we are in a very perfect wedge, and actually we were at the extreme today because I love the bodies. If you use the bodies, you will see that we were exactly at the extremes. Sometimes people struggle with making their lines perfect, but the easiest way is to switch to a line chart. When you switch to a line chart, you will see your lines are gonna be so perfect and flawless because the line chart actually takes off all the pins and it takes the bodies. Okay, so with that said, now you know how to make your pattern a little bit better. So because now we are at the extremes, because of course you're gonna get the best opportunity when you come to the extremes, because already we are in a pattern. So what do we do when we know that we were at the extreme? We know exactly that most of the time they are gonna reverse here because there are many orders of people who are selling here. Likewise, there are many orders of people who are buying here. So we're gonna go to a daily time frame because already we understand what's happening on a bigger picture. So now we are on an hourly time frame. We need to understand what is happening, and if you look at my charts, you'll see that I have a couple of indicators, but this is one indicator for MT4 and MT5 that has all these indicators included in it, and it's in my description. You can download it from there. It has the previous day's high and the previous day's low. You can set it. It also has yesterday's closing prices. As you can see, this pink dotted lines here, they are not that much visible, I think, but you can actually set them. So I just made them red. I believe now everybody can see this dotted lines here. This is actually yesterday's closing price, and we have this box here, which is the high and the low of the previous week, because these are important key areas where prices are most likely going to retest, so, or react rather. So as you can see, we are at the extreme of the wedge, right? So we need to understand what picture or story are prices actually telling us, because number one, we are not magicians. We're not gonna try to guess what's coming next, and we are not gamblers. Therefore, we are not gonna try to take everything that moves, because we are not gamblers, nor are we magicians. We do not predict. We want context, we want a story we understand, and we will only respond to the highest probability executions. So when you look at the week here, you can see Monday they went up very strong. Tuesday they held prices, so this is mostly a pause. In most cases, it will mean that they are most likely gonna reverse or they are gonna continue. So we need to wait for context. How do you know context? We have the high of the previous day, we have the low of the previous day. These are the levels that are actually gonna give us a lot of information. I will show you how. Now, because this was a pause, we wait for the following day. As you can see, the following day went and broke the high. This means this move is still going up. And besides, if we follow market structure, you know they're making high highs. You see, they make a high, they pull back, they go and make a high, they pull back a little bit, they make a high. Okay, and all of a sudden, when they are at the extreme, what are they gonna do? We want to see if this thing is still an uptrend. So if it's an uptrend, they have to pull back, not break the low. So in this case, number one, red flag, we are at the extreme, but now they broke the low. Okay, this was a first red flag. Okay, but we know some days they will still break the low and still continue. But let's look at what they're gonna do. If it's an uptrend, they still have to push all the way up until they eventually do what? They eventually break this high. I will do another separate dedicated video about market structure tomorrow, because this is important, you can't ignore it. But they try to push all the way up but fail to take out this high, and they have already taken out this low, which is a break-in structure where at the top of their geometric chart pattern, which in this case is actually a wedge. So I knew yesterday when I was analyzing for today, as I said, actually need to know exactly what you are looking for before we even open our charts. So I knew we were at the high of the extreme, and the only reason that I will actually sell is if they break the low and pull back to the low, and eventually I'm gonna sell for a continuation. Why? Because this is important. Okay, please listen to this. Most of the days they're only gonna break one extreme. As I said, we have the previous day's highs and we have the previous day's lows. Most of the days they are gonna break one extreme. As you can see, they broke the high of Friday and they went up. Tuesday they didn't break anything. This was an inside day, it's still okay. Wednesday they now do what? They now break the high, but you don't see them breaking the high and eventually going back to break the low. Those become outside days and they are quite rare. Yes, they are gonna be there. Like for instance, if you look at this day, they pieced the high and they went and pieced the low, but this kind of days are rare. And besides, this one was much easier because they did not really break the high. They just pieced it, stop hunted, and went all the way down. But most of the time, what are they gonna do is they're gonna be breaking one extreme. If they are going up, they'll be breaking the highs, and the lows will remain intact. So I knew that for me to sell, they will have to break the low. And given the fact that most of the days they're gonna break one extreme, now I know that if they break the low, prices don't just go down in a straight line. Okay, so I came in the morning because I did analyze this one. I came in the morning and I realized that they were somewhere around here towards the open, and during the London session I did nothing. Why? Because I'm not gonna sell here. Prices are already low. Okay, you don't want to sell low, you want to sell high. So you wait for them to retest. Where are they going to retest? They're mostly going to retest back to the low of the previous day. And again, given the fact that most of the time they'll break one extreme, now we know this move is most likely gonna go down. Okay, because outside days are quite rare. On one asset in a month, you're not gonna find many. You can do your count, go to your charts, daily time frame, and try to read how many days in a month do we get days where they break the high and the low on the same day. You will realize that these are quite rare. So given that fact, I knew now that after they did this, mind you, I always talk about these three candles: a big candle going up, a doji, and an engulfment. Okay, this is called a morning star. These three candles, they are called a morning star. Where are they happening? They are happening at the low of the day, and this move has already proven that it's going down. So that's why I sold for 60 points. Clean. It's much better than somebody who doesn't have a setup but is trying to chase prices simply because they are going up. Okay, this one was the most highest probability, clean, straightforward. And by the way, if you now look at the EMA, you can see this is the time we come and bounce on it, and we are bouncing on the inside part of it. That tells us that we are now ready to go down. All right, so if you look all the way here, they were inside the 21 exponential moving average. All this while they were above, but now they came to the inside and now they are bouncing from the inside, which is also crucial information. But let me just try to remove the EMA quite quick, and let's talk about market structure for a moment. Okay, if it's going up, you can see they go up. Okay, and then what do? They pull back. This is a characteristic of an uptrend. It breaks this high, right? The high was violated. Very significant. They push down, okay, and then eventually what do? They go and break the high. If you look at this again, the high was violated, and then let's see what they do further. They push down. Okay, Now this time is fascinating because now they've violated the law, okay? But some days they will violate the law, of course. The most important thing is, what do? Are they gonna come to violate the last high which was made here after violating this high? Yes or no? Eventually they try and they fail. The next moment they're broken down. Now we have lower lows, okay? This is now lower lows because they are violating what? They are busy violating the lows, and the highs are now remaining intact. So this is the same thing if you look at market structural wise. You see, now they pull back, and eventually what are they going to violate? They're going all the way down to violate the lower, because now this is a characteristics of a downtrend. So there were just multiple confluences for this one, to be quite honest, because yes, of course, we look at one where they are at the high or the low of the week, but this one was like, it was so clean, so obvious. And by the way, if you need to know the strategies that I use on a daily basis, they are in this book here. It's in my description. Again, you can get it there. All the strategies I use every single day are there, okay? The exact way that I use them. But I believe this video has clarified most of the things for you, because it's also important. You must pay close attention to market structure, and that's something people forget to do, because every time you come to your charts, you are now chasing time and prices, thinking they are gonna leave without you, okay? But that is honestly never gonna happen. All you need is patience, okay?